Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a beautiful, sunshiny day. The air is clear. It is currently 21 degrees Celsius, which means it's 24 degrees with the humidex, 70 degrees Fahrenheit with 75 with the humidex. Hey, Belinda, nice to see you. We're going to make those Frazzled Flockers today. I am I got sidetracked. Surprise! So I'm semi-ready and semi-not. I got stuff. I just need to get some water in a pallet. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I had a good day already. Groceries, you know. That kind of stuff. Sorry, I had to get some water. I hadn't emptied out my muck water container from the last time I was painting because, I like to let it sit and thicken up, evaporate, so that the color gets a little bit more intense. So I needed to do that. All right, grab a reasonably clean lid. Okay, I have a clean lid. I am organized. I knew what I needed. I just didn't have it all ready because I was answering emails. Hey, Anne, welcome, welcome. Are you guys ready to do some of these guys? Something like this. These frazzled flockers. All right. So anyway, I grabbed a bunch of paints. Most of them are these Deco Arts. I pulled out a couple of Artist Loft or Liquitex as well because I don't have those colors in the Artist Loft. Yeah, those frazzled flockers. That's what we're going to do today. They could have been fluffy flockers, but they do kind of look frazzled. A little bit on the wild side because they're fun. My daughter says this one really needs a hug. Anyway, so I put the ingredients, recipe, whatever you want to call it, supply list, that's it, in the description box below. You need a flat brush, a liner brush, a round brush. If you don't have them, you can make stuff up. I'll show you how to get around things if you don't have them. You need a liner pen, paint colors, scraps of paper, something to put the paint on, something to wipe your brush off on, the regular stuff you would use for painting. So we're going to start by cutting some eyeballs. So I'm just going to lop off a hunk of paper. We could use white paint. I'm wondering just how long we want things to dry. And I find too that it's fun to just have a bunch of eye shapes and glue them down just as easy. So I just had a piece of paper and I fold it in four, once, twice. So I'll get 2 sets of eyes, maybe 3 sets of eyes. Doesn't matter. So now we're just going to cut sort of eye shapes. We're going to leave it connected in the center just because it's easier when we're working with little bits of paper like this so that we don't, lose a single eye. And I know a lot of people like different size eyes. Do your eyes your way. You could hole punch them out, various sizes. You could do it this way. But since I'm showing you how I do it, we're going to do it this way. You're going to observe. Oh, okay, no art supplies in the kitchen. Yeah, see, I haul mine all over the house. And then I can never find where I left something. So we're going to cut some eyes. So we're just going to do sort of like roundish kind of things. Like I say, just like this, so that when we open it, hey, Nancy, welcome, welcome. When we open it, we've got a pair of eyes, right? So yeah, we can cut them down. I'm thinking that that's large enough size. Could have got a couple more sets out of this folded piece of paper because you guys know that I always cut multiples of what I do. Nice to see you, Nancy. We're doing these guys today. These guys. So you need a flat brush, a round brush, a liner brush, scraps of white paper for the eyes, or you can paint the eyes in whatever you like. This is just how I do it, so I show how I do it. If that makes sense. And I can get another kind of eye out of this. I really like those droopy eyes where they're kind of down and droop like this. Those are going to be big eyes, but that's okay. Look, they're going to be very expressive. So I've got a bunch of different eyes cut. And of course, you fold your paper in half and then in half again so that when you cut it, you have the bridge of the nose or whatever between the eyes. Just easier to keep track of. Yeah, they're going to be wonderful eyes. All right. So, like I said, I've got a variety of colors. When I did these guys, I used multicolor. So I've got red and purple and orange, yellow, and green. So I pulled out some blues today. I'd like to do some blue flockers. Excuse me, sorry. I would make the eyes square. Well, then if I had, let's get a piece of paper and try it out. Because we're all about, let's try that. Right? So then fold it in half again, and square eyes. So what I would probably do is we're working on this fold. So I would just kind of cut it up just a little bit like this. And then I would go across and down. They're probably going to be more rectangular than square. Cut it off, and then again, just a little bit of an angle up. We'll see. Let's see. Do we have square eyes? Well, sort of square, kind of rectangular-ish, but they would work. Did that make sense to you, Belinda? Hey, Dana, welcome. We're doing these guys today, the Frazzled Flockers today. So we were just cutting out the eyes. Yep, okay. So yeah, cut out whatever shape eyes you want. I'll just do again. Take a piece of paper. Me and my scrap paper have to use the scraps. Gotta save the scraps. Right, so you fold it in half, and then you fold it in half again. So on the very long side is what you're going to use as the bridge of the nose kind of thing. And you just cut your shape and keep part of that fold there so that when you open it, they're connected. So I've got square ones and round ones and oval ones. I might as well cut out one more because I've got this here. How are you today, Dana? Okay, so again, just kind of roundish. Again, you can paint the eyes on. You're good? Good. So there, I've got, this way I can make them almost like Google eyes. You can put googly eyes on them. I just like things flat. Okay, so I've got lots of scraps of, just regular white copy paper. I trim it down for things, and I save all this. I save every stinking scrap anyways. You guys know that. But these are great because this way, if I'm working on a Goonie bird or whatever, I can glue it right down to this. If I am doing the fan trashy flowers, I glue it right down to this. If I'm doing those little dolls, my stick doll ladies with the wings or whatever, I use this. So you'll be on vacation? All right. Nice. I thought you were doing some of the streamathon too. I thought you had signed up for that. Are you able to do that if you're on vacation? And where are you going? That would be cool. So anyway, save your scraps. As I say, just regular printer paper, copy paper. All right. All right. We'll take the scissors off because they're just going to get in the way. I have a glass of water. Oh, you're doing that Saturday? Oh, okay. And where are you going? Just a cup of water. I've got all my other muck water sitting and percolating, getting a little bit of evaporation. Oh, look, there's glue on this, and I just touched it, and now I'm all sticky. Ah, well, note to self, don't drip water on that. Beach, nice. 2 hours away. So do you rent a cabin, or do you have a camper or something? Is it right on the ocean? Blue. I want to do bluebirds. Bluebirds. Blue frazzled flockers. So we're going to just pick some light blue. I don't measure, guys. You know that? I don't measure. I've got this lovely turquoise. I want to add some turquoise. I'm going to do the two blues. And this is going to be like the way we do flowers and things, right? We're going to take our flat brush. And we're going to just move these off the table for now. We're going to take the flat brush and we're going to work on the edge. And we're going to dip it in both colors. Right? So I've got two colors on the brush. And we're going to do the top hairs. Did I use a smaller brush last time I did it? I probably did. Maybe not. Okay, so we've got his head. That's going to be the top of his head. You want to beat the storms? Nice. Oh, it's dark again? Oh, didn't you have storms on Sunday as well? Now we're going to go out for a couple. And that's going to be around his face. Dip it in. And now we're going to do the body and wings. And they don't have to be equal. Right? They don't have to be equal. Okay, so now you've got something like this. It looks kind of like a starburst, fireworks kind of thing. Then we're going to decide which eyes we want to use. Because that's pretty much all the paint, except for the beak. But we're going to put the eyes on before we do the beak. Oh, those are lovely big eyes. What do you think? Kind of like those eyes. Or should I do the beak first? Maybe we'll do the beak first. Now, there's two different ways you can do the beak and legs. If you have yellow or orange or whatever color paper you want to use for the beak and legs, I've got some of this leftover yellow scrap from when I gel printed on Friday. We're going to use that. Just going to lop off 100. When I do my Goonie birds, I use paper and I collage them. And when I do other things, I usually collage the beaks on. The original floofers that I did, those fluffy things, I painted the beaks on. But because I use such a dark paint, I don't want it to muck up. So I'm going to cut a little piece off and we're going to do a beak. I'm not sure how long I want the beak. Let's do a long, thin beak. So I'm going to fold that in half because we're going to make it symmetrical. So we're going to go down and up and around like that. Just kind of heart-shaped. We'll see what it looks like. There's a lovely long beak. He's got a really big beak. What do you guys think? Yes, no? I like it. So then, of course, that's when we use the glue that I put down on the thing, and we're going to glue. Whoa, Ron just felt like glue for me, so we've got major glue happening here. I'm just going to use my fingers because we don't really need all that glue. And we're going to put that there. Beak. This is why I've got glue down here and I'm getting stuck to it. Okay, so we've got the beak. Now we're going to take a hunk. Let's use something like this. Again, fold it in half. And he's just going to have like little short legs. We're going to round the top of the leg. And go down. And then we're going to do the feet. And I think I'm going to leave these ones connected to each other just so that it's easy. So we have to do a little split down the back seam. I don't know, am I working too small? So we got these, I think I want to do a little bit more claw-like feet. So I'm just going to go back to the bottom of the foot and do a little bit more of an arch. The claw. Like that. Like that. And then we're going to glue this down. You can do the feet any way you like. I have all different kinds of shaped feet on these guys. Do whatever works for you. As I say, those ones are painted for this demonstration because if you don't have the paint dried, you're going to get all kinds of muddy feet and stuff, and it's going to be annoying. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue. Oh, come on. Just a little bit of glue. All right. Got feet. Because these are fun birds, right? Yeah, I had fun with the feet. And then we said these eyes, right? Oh, I love those eyes. Love those eyes. Whoa, they're flying. We're going to glue those down. Again, way lots of glue. Way lots. This is what happens when I get my glue refilled. We're going to put them eyes right there. Ooh, it kind of looks angry. Maybe these are, well, like they are frazzled, right? Okay. So the paint was still wet because I just put my fingers in it. You guys know when I paint, I make a mess. So now we're going to take the gel pen. We're going to outline the beak and the feet first. And on the feet, we're going to just like little tufts of hair coming so that it looks like they're not just stuck there. They've got some substance behind them. And of course, we can always add to these feet by doing additional claws, drawing additional claws in or talons, whatever. It's up to you guys, your imagination. You do it your way. I'm doing it mine. So maybe I want to have an extra toe there, like that. And then the same thing at the back. That's going to be a toe. That makes sense. Now, we've got this wonderful little bird. He needs some nostrils, of course. Now we're going to outline the eyes. And every little bit you guys do adds to what this... Oops. It's okay. Kind of went over the edge of the eye there. It's okay because we got to put the eyebrows on anyway. And that's going to get painted on and I can fix that. So then he's kind of there. Does that make sense? Can you guys see him? Can you see how he's looking? Am I going too fast? Is anybody following along? Let me know. Let me know. Need a little bit of black. Just a little bit. Now I'm going to use that little liner brush that I pulled out. Just a nice little liner brush. I'm going to give them some eyebrows. So it's going to just go up and around a little bit. Same thing on the other side. Just little frizzies up at an angle. I'm going to put just a few underneath too. Now, how do we want his eyes? Do we want him looking up to the left, up to the right, cross-eyed? What do you think? Straight at us? Nobody's talking to me today? Okay, I'm just going to do my thing then. He's going to be looking just sideways. Just sideways. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. Oh, look, I've got my coffee cup right beside my water glass. That is danger, danger, danger. Oh, missed it. He's just looking to the left. Just looking to the left. Now, of course, we're going to take some colored pencils and we're going to put some shadow on this. I have an incoming call I need to decline. Sorry. Sorry about that, guys. That was to do with the on next week. They're doing a group call, and yeah, I hear ya. So I'm using just a darker blue. It's a play school. Doesn't really like coloring on acrylics as much as the Crayola do, but we're going to use it. So we're going to do some shading underneath the beak, under the wing, and under the eyes. Just because we need some shadow happening, because it's darker there, right? It's darker there. And we'll do some here on top of the legs, so it looks kind of fuzzier. Does this make sense to you guys? And then we're just going to do a little bit of shadow just at the base of where his top notch there touches his head. Hey, Miriam, welcome, hon. Hi, Monkey, nice to see you. I will do another one and explain again how I'm doing it. This is just kind of a starting point. So then I would take that same shading color that I am using for the shading, and I will go around the eyeballs on the white part, and that gives the eyeballs that little bit of depth as well, because they're in that bit of shadow. If that makes sense. Sorry, Miriam, I couldn't take that call that Shannon's instigating there. This paper is lumpy bumpy. Lumpy bumpy. What is underneath this? Must be some. Oh, it's the beak. That's why I'm having problems, because I glued the beak on. Okay, so some shading. gives them that bit of depth. Can you see that? Does that make sense to you guys? Oh, mistake? Okay, okay. Yeah, he's a bit of an angry bird. Bit of an angry bird. But that's okay. So these are his wings. Right. So I think I've got all the shading for the feather part and the bow. Just using a dark pencil here. Now, I've got another blue, but I don't use it. Now I need like an orange or a yellow to do the shading for the beak. I'm going to use an orange. So we're going to start at the top and just lightly shadow around the edge of the beak. Just so that it gives it that little bit of curvature. That makes sense. And we're going to do some shading on the legs where it meets the wings or the body. It would be the body. And at the very bottom of the feet, because that would be in shadow. And wherever you separated the toes, because that would be in shadow as well. That makes sense? Okay, so I didn't fill out his feathers as nicely as I would have liked, but that's okay. He's just a little bit more frazzled than everybody else. Not a problem. Gel pen. Now we're going to do the outline. So this wing, you decide where your wings are going to be, right? So you're going to outline the wing. The top line is going to be solid. You go down to the bottom, and then you do just not straight. You just do some zigzaggy kind of things, like V's, just so that. And then of course you outline the bottom of the wing as well. See what I mean? It's like a little. Let's do that on camera. You see how it's got like a little jiggy jaggy? You don't want it straight. Well, you could have it straight if you want. I like it zigzaggy to make it look frazzled. And the same thing with these things. I don't even outline it really. I just go along it and do kind of like a V. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. These are frazzled birds. You don't want them perfect, right? There we go. One frazzled bird. All right. Should we do another one? I've still got that blue on here. I've got lots of blue paint left because I do. I'm going to put some burgundy, and we're going to use some burgundy with those blues. And of course I did it here so that I would be dragging my hand through the wet paint. Yes, Kim. Yes, you like to do that. Yes, please. Another one. Oh, I'll be doing a few of them. You know, I can't stop at just one. And I will be putting my flockers up on my Etsy store for those of you who don't paint or, don't have time to play like this. Okay, so brush is really quite wet. I'm just going to kind of run it through my fingers, get the extra water out. So now I've got the burgundy and the two blues. This is quite a dark bird, so I'm going to just a little bit of that blue, and just a bit of the red because I can. We're having fun. These are fantasy birds. We're not going for realistic. We're going for whimsical and wild. Does that make sense, guys? Those of you who know me know that this is the way I work. Okay, let's do head tufts. We start with the head tufts. Oh, my brush is splitting. Not happy. Don't do that. Brush, don't do that. Ooh. It's annoying when your brush splits. There we go. There we go. Do the same kind of thing. So I've got head feathers. They're kind of wild. It's fine. But the same kind of combo. We're going to do around the face now. Didn't get red on that, but it's okay. It's okay. So there's the head. That I am going to consider the head. Does that make sense? Anyone? Everyone? You can add more. You know, do what you like. Have fun. Now we're going to do the wings and the body. So I just leave almost like a little circle in the middle without paint. Now we're going to do wings. I don't think this is the brush I used last time. In fact, I'm darn sure this isn't the brush that I used last time. I made birds. Getting some muddy stuff happening. Okay. And then we're just going to continue on down and around. Almost like a circle, guys. Almost like a circle. And they don't have to be even. It's a bird. So I leave something like that. This hole in the center is just a little big, so I'm just going to fill it in lightly. Clean the brush. Again, I'm going to cut out the beak and the legs. And I'm going to use the same paper, so I'm going to use this for the beak. So I'm just going to fold it. Find my scissors. Hey, Teresa, welcome, welcome. Flocker one posted. Okay, I will take a look. I will take a look. Let's see. Let's see. I'm glad you're playing along. Okay, tablet's starting. Okay, so we're doing beak. So this one, we're going to go round top and like this. Almost like a little smile. And then down. And then the beak. So you've got something like this shape. I need to switch. Facebook, switch. Switch. Sorry guys, multitasking. So this is going to be the beak. It almost looks like a cow head. In fact, I could use that as a cow head if I was doing little cows on an ATC or something. Why won't you switch? Some days. There we go. Okay, switching over. So that's going to be his beak. And that's going to go right about there. So we're going to get some glue and glue that down. It is. It's cow head. This could be a cowbird. And we're smearing paint and glue all together because that's fun. That's a big beak. And I got blue paint on it. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's see. I'm looking to see Teresa's bird, and then I'll show you guys. Did you put it in Meet Your Creativity? You did. All right. Okay, I got to turn this light out. Can you see him? There's Teresa's bird. There's her first flocker. She did him with pencil crayon. He's lovely. He's lovely. You just need to do the gel pen outlines and stuff for the detailing, but he's lovely. Oh, sorry guys. Flash of bright light there. Thank you, Teresa. I love it when you guys post. I really do. Okay, so we've got this beak. What kind of eyes do we want? Little round eyes? These little round googly kind of eyes? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just little wee eyes. He's a beady-eyed cowbird. You know what? The next one I do, I will paint the beaks and stuff on Belinda. Just so that you see how I do it. There's so many ways of doing these. You could totally collage these any which way you wanted. You know, even if you had some like thread or whatever to stick out behind the eye so he's kind of 3D and it's kind of floppy threads, those would be so darn cute. So cute. Okay, so now we got some eyes. I've got all kinds of blue paint on them because it's wet. But that's fine. We need legs. And of course, because I'm using such a small piece of paper, and I'm going this way, not this way, I have to do short legs. As much as I would like to do long legs. So we'll go like this. Long, thin strip, but we're going to fold it this way this time. And we're going to cut feet. So we're going to do one claw. And back. And then again, we're going to do another claw. And back. I don't know if you guys can see that. We're doing this way. Now we've got a hind claw, talon, you know. I know the language. Just not utilizing it. Uh-oh, what did I just cut off? Cut something off. Oh, okay. Now we've got really goofy feet here. But that's fine. Now I can make them all knobby and however I would like, right? Because this could have like a big knob on there, and then the claw, and that one will be down. Again, it can have this, that. And then up the leg. So the same thing. We're going to go like this, and the claw. This one's going to have a claw. It's going to have like a knob thing there. the legs. So I don't know how long I want these. They could be pretty darn long. Not quite that long. I'm going to cut them down just a little. Yeah, he turned out lovely. Absolutely lovely. And the reason I fold it is so I can have one foot going this way and one foot going that way. So they're both not going in the same direction. Although I could have them going in the same direction. It's just not something I really do very often, though, is it? I like having my feet opposite each other. Like that. Like that. We'll glue those down. Scissors are in my way. You know, when I've got this amount of space on my desk and I work with you guys, I can do it just fine. But because I'm working on the stool up close to the camera, I have a bit of difficulty here today. Okay, like I say, next bird is going to have painted beaks and legs. Painted beaks and legs. All right. So when you glue the legs on, remember I said we did a little bit of a scribbly thing on the top? If you glue the legs on, they're just kind of sticking out there. So that's why I add just a little bit of the paint or whatever, just to soften that edge up a little bit. Just so they're not sticking out of nowhere kind of thing. If that makes sense. All right. So now we're going to come back with the gel pen. And we're going to outline the feet. They're not dry. The glue isn't dry. These are very weird bird feet. I don't normally do bird feet like that, but that's okay. It's fine. Now we're going to outline the beak. Now this beak is kind of an odd beak. I'll explain it to you. My cow head beak here. So where it's got the point here, that would be the top of the beak, and it kind of flares out like this. And then that would be the mouth. Does that make sense? Can you guys see that? You're having dinner and lurking? Awesome. Draw a wing shape on a separate piece of paper. Okay. I can do that right away. Let's grab one of these here pieces of paper. You know what? We'll use this one. So if we're doing the head, we've got the hair, right? The top of the head, hair. You know what? I'll get a thicker marker. Bear with me. I need you to be able to see this. That's not big enough. Not big enough. I've got one here. Just bear with me. Here we go. This should work. Okay, so we got the hair. You know, we do the hair. And then we do the face, where the face is going to be. Now, when we're doing the wings, we're going to go from here all the way down. Like that. Does that make sense? And then we would do a few more like that. So it's just all kind of a big mashup like this. We've got all these goofy ends here. So when I draw the wings, I would draw the black line here for the outside, and I would go like this on the inside. If that makes sense. And then when I do the outlining with the pen, I would just give it some points. And of course, this is going to be the body. So this is like the tail feathers, right? Is this making sense to you now, Anne? I didn't really outline the wing on this one. And I didn't outline it until after I had done some shading to figure out exactly where I wanted the wing. So I'm going to use this dark blue pencil. You know what? Maybe I need more like a black or a plum or something. It's a brown. So this is going to be the wing. So I'm going to come and draw the bottom of the wing like this, and the bottom of the wing like that. This is the top of the wing. So that's where the shadow's happening. Okay? Can you see that, Anne? Hey, Anita, welcome, welcome, hon. The cow in a teapot, in a teacup. Is that working, guys? Am I confusing you? Okay, you've got it? All right. All right, all right. So then I'm going to do the shading. So we got shading under the legs, under the beak. And remember, this beak's a long beak. Under the eyes gets shading. And the top of the head. You get the shading right at the top of the head there. Okay. Now we'll come in with the black gel pen. And we do the feathers between the legs. And then we're going to do the wings. And again, they're just like V's, guys. We're just doing random kind of V-ish shapes. Outline the wings with the black. Outline the eyes. Don't forget to do between them. Outline the eyes. Now we're going to do around the hair. So again, we're just doing these little kind of black lines, zigzags. Okay, so we've got that happening. One thing I didn't do on this one that I should have told you about is you take a white pencil crayon and you give a highlight at the top of the beak, maybe a little bit of the feathers. You want a little bit of white highlight. Top of the, oh, that one broke. Do I have another white? There we go. You know, top of the wings, just a little bit of highlight. You know, just add a little bit of white pencil crayon. Okay, so we have our bird. We did the dark shading for the wings, etc. Now we have to do the beak. Again, I'm going to use an orange. So there's going to be shadow down here on the outside and at the bottom of the mouth part. Right? And then, of course, all along here, it's going to be to give it that bit of depth. Right? Can you see that? Making sense? Hey, Goldie, welcome, welcome. Does that make sense? Don't forget we need to shade the feet. rather. And let's take the white and do down the center of the beak so that it looks lighter. You could use a yellow or something. I may have to come back and do that. I don't know how well it's showing. Of course, you can water down some white paint and highlight that way as well. Same with the shadowing. You can use watered down black paint. However it works for you, do it. Just do it. Okay. Liner brush with the black. How do we want him to be looking, guys? How about if we've got him looking up to the right, down to the right, straight at us? Anyone? 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 Do. Looking up. Looking up. Straight up. All right. Looking straight up. Just using a liner brush and black paint. Got the birdie looking up. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's helping give the effect for the bird. Let's do the eyebrows, guys. Got to do the big black eyebrows. So we're going to go quite wide with these ones. Quite wide. Quite wide eyebrows. Because we can. Ooh, I like them, guys. I like them. Now, of course, the one thing I didn't remember to do is we need to do the white dots. Yeah, usually I'll use a gel pen. Today I'm just going to use a little bit of paint. A little bit of paint. And I'm going to take the back end of my paintbrush, dip it in the paint. And we're going to do the highlight dots on the eyes. It helps. It helps. Now, there's something I think I forgot. I didn't do the shading around the eyes, right? So where is that pencil that I was using? Is this dark brown? So we're going to go around the outside of the eyeballs, but on the eyeballs, and give it a light shade for the depth. And we'll do this one as well. Oops. Oops. It's okay. Bird 2. Bird 2. Questions? Do we know what he's thinking? Yeah, chicken's eyes, I like doing that too. I've done that with the cross-eyed or various ways because it all adds to, you know, the it just adds. Just adds. All right. I don't know if I could get 4 on here. We could try. So let's do a little bit more of a red. I've got the burgundy. I'm going to put some red down. Because I really do like using 2 colors. And I might even add just a little bit of that light blue to it. But I think I got to see which brush I used because I'm going to try this one. Because this one is a little bit heavy. This one's much thinner at the base, so I think I can get better feathers. Better feathers. We're looking for better feathers. See, those whites are wet. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is the brush I used. I seem to get a finer, if I'm paying attention, line to it. Can't really see the difference between the reds. I'm going to add blue. Do some more. That's better. It's kind of gray in there, almost like a really light mauve-ish purple. Definitely need the blue. All right, so now we're going to do the wings, etc. So we're just going to go big sweeps down. Not getting the coloring as happy as I like it. I think it's the two reds are too close in color. That's better. Much better. You can always come back and add some more head feathers if you like. If you don't think he's floofy enough, frazzled enough. You know. You know how it works. Keep adding until you're happy. I think I'm happy with that. Is good. Okay, so I've got a odd looking reddish, gray, blue, whatever he is. Bird. So since I'm painting the beak and the legs on, I'm going to take this red and I'm going to add some yellow. So it's going to be more of an orangey effect. You know, I'm using a brush and I still end up like this. What the Sam David Henry, guys? What the Sam David Henry? And I'm going to take a toothpick, well used and loved toothpick. And to this yellow, I'm going to add a bit of both reds. And we're going to get like a peachy orange happening here. Going to mix it up pretty good. Just a little bit more red. Just a little bit darker. All right. All right. Okay, so I have an orange. Now we're going to do a beak. So I'm going to take a round brush. This is a round brush. I don't know what size it is. I buy them at the dollar store now. It says Red Sable E, fine. Okay, Anina. So we're going to dip it in that orange paint and we're going to decide on. Okay, this brush is stiff. Didn't get washed properly or what? There we go. And we're just going to do a beak. Can you see the beak? Got the beak? Now this isn't as fine a brush as I used when I did the other one, so his legs are going to be fat. We're going to have 2 fat legs. Very fat legs. Fat-legged bird. Now I'm going to use the liner brush because I think I want a nice little dainty foot here. So we're going to go across and we're going to do 1 toe, 2 toes, and a back toe. 1 toe, 2 toes, and a back toe. Now, because I'm painting it, I will need to come in with a yellow pencil crayon to do highlights because it's pretty flat colored. Yeah, I could have used some paint to do this, but I'm going to end up shading with pencil crayon for sure. Now that's all got to dry. So I think I'll use, which eyes? Which eyes should I use? I've got more here. These little ones. These ones. Oh, very big eyes. These ones. Where are my square eyes? What did I do with them? Well, what the heck, guys? What did I do with those square ones? There they are. Sorry. I also have square eyes. Round. Yeah, it would definitely be easier to paint on a beak. You know, whatever works for you. Not everybody has all the same colors of paint either, right? So you've got to do what works for you, definitely. And you said round eyes. Okay. So, these big round eyes or the little round? I used the little round eyes. Big round eyes. This way. Oh, see, I got paint all over it now. Or the other way. Try the square eyes. Yeah, let's just drop the whole thing in the paint. I don't know. Working good for outlining? Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I don't know that I like the square ones. I kind of want to use these ones, but upside down. Those ones are kind of going up. These ones will be going upside down. What do you think? Or like this. These are even more pronounced upside down. Oh, yeah. I think these big ones. These really big ones. See, the square eyes remind me of glasses. And I haven't put glasses on any of them yet. I'm not sure I want to. Not sure. What do you guys look like upside down? Kind of want them upside down. I'm going to use these big ones because really, they're just wild. I think we could get really expressive with that. We'll put glue on wet paint and it's going to take forever to dry. It's okay. It's okay. See, a lot when I do this, when I'm mask making, I do all the bodies, then I put the beaks and legs, then I do the eyes. But since I'm showing you how, you know, this works, it's easier. Yeah, these are going to be fun eyes to do. Okay, let's figure out. I have this mahogany, and I think it's going to look really nice as the shadowing on this guy. But he's still really, really wet. So kind of got to need to wait. So while we're waiting, I was cleaning up, guys, and I got absolutely nothing done. But I came across one of those little wiggy woggy books, out of a 12 by 12. You fold it into 16 squares and then zigzag accordion file, one of those little book things. So I decided, because I was playing with Beth on Sunday, she had all those little books of, dogs and tags and what have you. So I decided to use inchies and twinchies in my little book. And, I can't get these pages to fold nicely. I've glued them all already, but, and I left the tops open so that I can put tags in them. Because I really liked her tag book as well. And again, the tags have inchies and twinchies on. And I'll do some fun tassels, and then I'll just doodle on all these. But, so I cleaned yesterday by making a little tag book. Do you guys clean that way too? And then I added some stuff to my Peace, Love, Understanding, and Sarcasm journal. And the other journal I'm working on. I got absolutely zero cleaning done yesterday, guys. Zero cleaning. Okay. So I guess we can paint eyes on them since we're doing wet paint. Little fine liner brush. Should have little eyeballs way down here. He'll look sad. You could have a sad frazzle. This, my Peace, Love, Understanding, and Sarcasm, my personal rude book. Yeah, I have a lot of. That's still a work in progress. I'm still adding stuff to it, and it doesn't have a closure on it, obviously, because But this closure on this one worked out really well. Oh, I cleaned up the front of this as well. And I added some page tab things that were kicking around. But I like the way this closure worked for this one. Oh, well. Yeah, I had to take that big tassel off because I can't find my grommets. And this is starting to really fray an awful lot. So I need a grommet in there because it's so close to the top of the page. Okay, let's put some eyeballs on this dude. Did we decide where the eyeballs are going, anyone? Anybody? Anyone? I think if I put them way down at the bottom over here and over there. Can. There. That's going to be cute. And then let's do the white dots. Oh, he looks sad. I was right. He does look sad. Yeah, he's got boobs for eyes. We'll fix that. They all look like they got boobs for eyes. They do, they do. Okay. So, because this stuff is painted on, I just need to outline it with the pen. Didn't do any shadowing yet because everything's still wet, but I can start with the outline. So let's work on the wings. Those are reasonably dry. We can outline the feet and the legs. And we need some ziggy-zaggy stuff in there. Now, of course, you can come and do the legs with some little markings on them. You know, something like we'll do somebody who's dry. Just kind of ziggy-zaggies up and down the legs. A little bit of texture. I don't know how well you can see the little ziggy-zaggies on his legs. But it just adds a little something. You know, you can add whatever you like. Seriously, these guys are just fun. They're just meant to be fun. Okay, now I'm going to outline the beak. I don't want to go on top of the paint yet because it's still pretty wet, like around the beak and everything. The hair is dry. And now we'll zigzag the hair. Can't wait to see how you guys are doing yours. Those of you that are playing along, Teresa was lovely enough to share already. Yeah, he's a sad looking birdie. Just a sad looking birdie. Okay, so I had that mahogany pencil, right? So let's start doing underneath the wings for shading. Under the beak, around the beak. Then I run into the wet paint under the eyes. That blue is still very, very wet. Very wet. Under the wings. Here. Yeah, wet paint. Okay, so we'll do under the eyes and the center of the head. I know that I put black in there as well for the eyebrows. But if I don't remember to do that, then at least it's got the shading. Do you see the shading? It's pretty subtle, especially with the wet paint. And, you know, you can always add, just a few lines of your shading, and it gives more depth as well, right? Like, totally up to you. Let's do around the eyeballs, the boobs, the booby eyes. He could be a booby. baby bird, then he should have blue feet, right? I won't put this pencil crayon away because I will need to come back and add some additional shading where it's wet. And see, this whole paper had glue on it. Maybe I'm just going to get rid of this paper and we'll see what happens. We'll put this pencil over to the right. It's to the right, Kim. Let's give the black eyebrows happening. Welcome back, Anina. Oh, hey, Butterroll. Nice to see you, hun. Welcome, welcome. We're doing the Frazzled Flockers today. We're doing the Frazzled Flockers, these guys. Because I posted these ones that I had done, and they asked how I did them, so we're just doing a whack load of little crazy birds today. Hey, Joni, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Joni has been practicing doing stones in watercolor, not like painting rocks, but she has on her paper, she does like brick walls of stones or stone walls. Her technique of getting the stones to happen is fabulous. They look so real. So if any of you follow Joni on Instagram, she does incredible watercolor painting. So again, we're doing some really thick black eyebrows because these are kind of like angry birds, but frazzled, you know. He still looks really sad. He is a sad frazzled bird. Very sad. Just want to get some hair on the legs. Hair on the legs, guys. Got to get them hairy legs on this bird. All right. So I got to let him dry before I do any more shading on him because some of that is still really, really wet. I've got an orange pencil. No, that's not going to work. Let's try this mahogany and get some shading on the legs. So the inside of the legs, the bottom of the feet, where it attaches to the body. Just a little bit of shade happening. More around the beak. So now for the beak, we're going to do the mahogany around the edge of the beak. Now I'd like a yellow. Boy, we'll use this one. And I'm going to go down the center of the beak with that yellow, give that bit of a highlight touch on the tops of the toes. That's better. He's better. Definitely. Definitely. What does he need yet? Nostrils. Kim didn't put nostrils on this bird. Do that over here. Nostrils. Nostrils. There we go. He's got nostrils. He's floofy. He's definitely floofy. One thing I didn't do that I have done on my other birds was taking a white gel pen, because I have one here someplace. Oi. I need one that has ink in it. I just had one on my desk, guys. This is what happens when you have 90 projects going at once and everything is on your desk because you never clean anything up. White gel pen. We got to do something with the eyebrows to make them look crazier, right? So we're just going to zigzag them with a white gel pen. That adds to it. See? It makes those black eyebrows look a whole lot different. Same thing with this one. Just do some little crazy lines like this. And this one too. Because everybody needs crazy eyebrows. So that's how I do my flockers. I could do one more. It's not like I'm lacking paper or paint or anything. These ones I did cut out the beaks and feet out of scraps. These ones, this guy I painted them on. So let's do another one. I got lots of paper, I got lots of paint, and I have time. It's only been an hour and 22 minutes. Okay, so blank piece of paper. I cut out the eyeballs. I just find it's easier to do. I've got a whole bunch of paint on the palette. I am using a flat brush. And I don't know what color we want to do. I think my original ones, I had some more lighter colors in with them as well. So let's do these two reds, some white, and that dark blue. Let's see what happens. What can go wrong? It's just paint and paper. Green and yellow? Oh. Well. I'll do the next one green and yellow. How's that? You think it's under your bed? No, you're not going there? Yeah, I get it. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of different colors on the brush. This is how I do things. I have a little bit more white. So then we start off with the top of the head, and we do his froofies for the top of his head. Oh, look, it's kind of like a red, white, and blue bird. Look, I've got a red, white, and blue bird happening here, guys. So we go from the center, and we just kind of pull out. Okay, so that's the top of his head. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the red, a little bit of white, a little bit of that blue, and we're going to do the ones that are beside his face. So again, we're starting, I like to leave like a little bit of a hole in the center. So these are the ones coming out from the side of his face. Now I've got some purple happening here, which is okay. So those are the ones coming out from the side of his face. I think I need one more coming down just a little bit like this. Now we're going to do the wings and the body. So we're going to start at the top, and we're just going to go big pulls down. Can you see what I'm doing? So we start at the top and we just pull down. We try not to let the brush go sideways because that's when we get these smears, which is okay. It's a bird, right? We're not really overly caring. No stressing, guys. We're just making a fuzzy painted mess, right? Do you see them? Just like that. Just like that. We're going to use that as our bird. Finished your supper, Miriam? What did you have today? Still doing these flockers. So I mixed up some orange. That's what I am going to use for his beak and his legs and his feet. And I'm going to use my little fine liner brush. The round brush I was using I found just a little big for what I wanted. So we're going to give him really long legs. Look, we're going to go all the way up there for the legs. Really long legs. And we're just going to do some squiggly kind of thing like flipper feet. This guy can have flippery kind of feet because we're not sure what he's going to be. He's a fantasy bird, right? Okay, so we've got flipper feet, long legs. Salad and burgers. Oh, nice. We went for groceries this morning and they had round roasts on sale. So I bought a round roast so I can do a pot roast for supper. Figured it's been a while since I've done pot roast. Well, maybe not as long as I thought. And we're just going to do a beak like this. If they're flipper feet, it's got to be more like a duck bill, I'm thinking. So more round, like that. Is he making sense? Butter roll? Is this making sense to you? Dark chocolate. Mmm. Okay, so now we have to decide what kind of eyes we want. I think I want smaller eyes for this guy. Something like this. I think these ones are too small. Mind you, we could use small eyes. Let's use these really small eyes. Put some glue on those and platypus. Yeah! You're making something? All right. Way too much glue. Way lots. Fresh glue, Philip. I need to get rid of some of that glue. It's really heavy. There we go. And he has eyeballs. Okay, so again, we're going to be waiting for paint to dry. But that's okay. I can see that his hair is dry. So we can do the eyeballs. Let's take that liner brush again, and we'll do eyeballs. Okay, Miriam, sweet dreams, hon. Talk to you soon. Next Tuesday, I will be streaming at a different time because I am doing the streamathon that Miriam and Raoul are putting together. I will be doing paper dolls and how to use your scraps because I think I can do that so people can follow what I do. Maybe. Eyeballs. Which way is he looking? Should he be cross-eyed? We don't have a cross-eyed floof. Yeah. Upright. Upright. Up to the right. All right. Up and to the right. You know what? I want these eyes to be just a little bit bigger. He's going to have big eyes. Yes, I like them. And we'll do, no, hmm, I'll do the eyebrows last. I like doing the eyebrows last. So then we're going to give them that little bit of white, one dot of white. I think he's looking up and to the right. Maybe, maybe not. If I'd have done them smaller, definitely. But I got carried. You're going to use googly eyes? Awesome. Googly eyes would be fun. I just want everybody to be flat because I'm going to be scanning these in and putting them on my Etsy store once I've got them all cleaned up and everything. Okay. This probably needs a dark, dark blue for shading. I don't know if that's going to be dark enough. That doesn't come out as dark as I would like. How about you? That one's more of a navy blue. I like it. So again, we're going to do wings. So we do the outside of the wing and the inside of the wing. Gotta shade them. Shading under the beak, around the beak. Behind the legs, under the eyes. Oh, wet paint. You know, it's hard when you drag white paint around it and you're trying to do shadowing. Down to the inside edge of the wing. Has to be really nice and dark. Under the beak, under the eyes. Sheesh. Can you see the shading? I think this is okay. Gel pen. Now we're going to do some outlining. Outlining. Yeah, googly eyes would be a blast on these. But like I say, I want to keep things small and flat because when I do things like my Lydia's, etc., they don't come flat because they're on jar lids, right? So they don't what? They don't lie flat on the scanner. And I am horrible at taking pictures. All right. So we have the feet outlined. And I've got glue and stuff on this pen because, you know, I'm doing stuff with wet paint. Can't catch that beak yet. It's still really, really wet. So we're just going to do some of these kinds of things for the hair. And yeah, I'm one of those people that turns my work because I don't like dragging my hand through what I've done and mucking it up. Okay, I think I can just outline the beak. No, still too wet. Still too wet, guys. It's okay. We can come back to that. We can add the eyebrows first. Now, I don't know. How about I'm trying to think of just some fun eyebrows? Just fun. He's got fun eyebrows. And you know what? I'm underlining this one with black paint because I just feel that you can't really see it nicely. Much better. See, things like that you look at and you go, not quite happy with it. What can I add to make it work the way I want it to? Okay, so I need to go around the eyeball with that blue pencil that I used for the shading. Is he working? Is he working? And because his beak's still so wet, I'm going to use black paint for the nostrils for him. Ooh, he's very creepy looking now that he's got nostrils. Now, of course, I want to come in with pencil crayons and stuff and do some more shading, like on the legs and the gel pen on the eyebrows. But he's wet. Hi, Ella. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Oh, you can't sleep again, Miriam? Oh, no. Yeah, rocker bird. You know, we could add all kinds of things to these guys. But I'm just kind of fixated on just shaggy birds. Frazzled. Frazzled birds. You know? And of course, you know, these ones you can see I used much more ink on. I will come back and do that with these ones too. Enhance them with some gel pen, both the white and the black. See, this one's got feathers all through his body. Everybody's different, right? Everybody's different, and that's what matters. These are the ones that we did today. He's just dopey looking. I like him. Do they appear in my dreams? You're a YouTuber too? Awesome. What do you do? You're new? I'm in Canada. Nancy. I'm in Manitoba. They don't appear in my dreams, Miriam. I don't remember my dreams. It's really weird. What is your YouTube channel about, Ella? Pop-eyed porcupine, Duke chicken bird. I love it. I love it. Is his name could be Duke? Let's party. All right. I'm up to partying, Miriam. Oh, pencil crayons. Yeah. It's my age showing too, though, Nancy. You do everything? Perfect. We do a bit of everything here, too. Paint, lots of journaling. I like making what I call Kim bits. That's another hint that I'm Canadian, Nancy. You're in Massachusetts? Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, we do. It's well, that's what we call them. It's just different terminology, right? Like everybody where they're located have different names for things. Where do you send my pictures? To my Facebook group, Meet Your Creativity. The first couple of times I need to approve them because I, you know, I trust people too much, and I trusted a person who decided to plaster my page with porn. So I had to change it to a private group. And so then I need to approve the first couple, and then I just, give you pre approval and you can just post anytime. The link should be in the description box below. Meet Your Creativity. It's also listed at the top of the chat. Listed at the top. Let me see if I can put it into the chat box. Give me 1 second, please. And I will just snag it. There it is. There it is. And then I have to find my cursor. There. Perfect. Perfect. Can you be a mod? Normally I would say yes, but because I'm just meeting you for the first time, I need to know you a little bit. If you type in the name of your channel, one of my mods will post it for you, though. I've also had problems with people spamming my chats, so I'm just a little bit cautious. But after I've known you for a little while, I could definitely make you a mod. Okay, let's use some white gel pen on the eyebrows here. Sorry, I've got like... Here we go. All right, eyebrows need some little white things happening here. Oh yeah, he looks a little bit more frazzled now that he's got eyebrows. You had to cancel cheer? Well, also my channel isn't necessarily for young people. Because I use a lot of big tools. And the language isn't always child appropriate on my channel. Can't type today. I have that problem too some days. All right. He's a little bit dry now. Let's add some color to him. So I've got an orange. So we're going to do his beak with some orange. Legs. Oh, around the toes. And get that gel pen out and outline that again because it's dry. And the eyeballs. All right, what else do we need? A little bit of yellow on the top of his feet. How old am I? I'm older than your grandmother. Hang on, Anina. I'm working on it, hon. Done. Done. Yeah, she was a little young to be here. I thought, though, when I put it on YouTube, I put that I've got an age thing on there. I don't see how she was able to come in. I understand, Anina, totally. I understand. Okay. So now we've got 4 done today. They're all different. As I say, these ones I cut out the beaks and feet. These guys I painted. And Belinda wants a yellow and green one.
Incoming.
Yeah, I really don't understand how she managed to come onto the channel. Can somebody? Oh, thanks, Beth. Beth, I just had a 9-year-old little girl on here that I removed and blocked. She demanded to be a mod. Teresa's posted 5 pictures. I need to find them. Let's go to Meet Your Creativity on my tablet. All right. Thanks, Beth. We're having fun playing with them today. I'm going to do another one in green and yellow. Just want to show Teresa's. I have to turn that light out. Look at these little chooks. Look. See, adding the black really, really punches them up. Why are you hiding those? You're hiding them. Oh, I love them, Teresa. They're wonderful. They're wonderful. They are wonderful. All right. And I can't see that Butter Roll has asked to join yet, so we'll I have to do that from my computer, I think. They're fun. They all have the black now. Nice, nice. That just adds that little bit of a punch. Some of these are really angry, some are very sad, but they're all frazzled. All frazzled. Okay, green and yellow. Green and yellow. I need a green. I need a bright green of some sort. Got this green. This is a Christmas green. We'll use this green and my yellow. The birds are therapeutic, and is that what you're saying is therapeutic? You know, I really enjoy doing them too. They make me smile. I think that's a big thing. You're going to make an Angry Flockers journal? Very cool. Yeah, because they make me smile, I think I'm the very same way about that. That I find them really relaxing because seriously, they're no two the same. It's all the same kind of materials, and they just come out so differently, each and every one of them. Yeah, see, I can't see on that one. Let me switch over to this. I'm just adding Dorothea. Is it Dorothea? Did I pronounce your name correctly, hun? And they would be great. They really would be great with googly eyes. Okay, that's being very slow for me. Green and yellow. So I've got it together. Flat edge brush. Dip it in both colors. Right? Both colors. And we start at the top of the head. Right? So we've got his hair. We've got his hair. This is being very silly. I think I'm having internet issues today. Okay, you're accepted into the group. All right. Perfect. Long E sound. Doretha? Doretha? Okay. With a glittery paint? Oh, you're doing glitter birds. both colors. Now we're going to do the feathers around his face. And then we're going to do the wings and the body happening. Don't forget to reload your brush. You want both colors happening if you can. Okay, this one's going to be a big fat bird. Move up on the table. I've got my stool up on the table so that I'm closer to the screen. You can't post in the group? Okay, give me a sec. Why am I not getting pending posts? Try again, Miriam. I think I was having problems with I think you have to be a member of my page in order to post. I thought you were. You're going to paint these when you do the streamathon? Yeah, Miriam, I had to revamp that page and make it private. That's awesome, Beth. I had to make the page private because I was accepting darn near everybody, and somebody decided to fill it with porn one day. And it took me a couple of hours to get rid of it all. So now I've changed it to private, and you have to kind of apply. There's no questions or anything. You just... Oh, you're streaming all week? Awesome. So far, I'm only doing Tuesday, but I said I would fill in some other days. I'm just waiting to see what else is available. Okay. So I've got a green and yellow bird here. I'm going to paint a beak. No. I thought I put my paint brush in my coffee. It is not in my coffee. Yay! All right. Oh, he is awesome. He is awesome. All right. Let's see if I can get it on here. He's a beautiful bird. Ugh. Bear with me, guys. I get very confused going back and forth between devices. I'm glad you'll keep making them. They are fun, and you know the names and everything that go with them. Look at this bird, guys. This is Dorothea's bird. Isn't he fun? Bright colors. Almost looks like he's got high heels on. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, he's awesome. Thank you for sharing. I really like it when you guys share. Oop, sorry, glary light. Okay, you sent me a member request. I don't have it yet. You sent me a private message. Okay. Okay. I need to change that back to my other page. All right. You'll check. Okay. Um yeah, I posted on there about the streamathon. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with it. I have a lot of fun doing these kinds of things. I think he just needs just a wee little beak. Just like that. An itty bitty beak. Oh, you can cut them out, glue them on tags. You could put them in books. You could do them as page tabs. Um, Having them peeking out at the tops of the pages would be fun. All right. I love your birds, Miriam. Miriam's doing them digitally. They're awesome. I don't know when I'm going to be filling in time, Ben, but I might come and paint with you. Okay, I have to change this. I have to show you guys Miriam's bird. I have to. This is what happens when you've got more than one account on Facebook, and you have to go back and forth. Yeah. I do cat tabs that peek out over the tops of the pages. You could do that with these birds, guys. I think that would be an awful lot of fun. Awful lot of fun. Yeah. My internet is very, very slow today. Actually, I'm wondering if we're having some like power surges because the town next to us, just to the north of us, northwest, is having power outage right now. I saw that it was posted. Okay, we got a couple of legs. And let's do some feet. We've got some feet. All right. Little dainty feet there. Okay. Can I make it big? Okay. Aren't they wonderful, guys? Look at those fun birds. He's so fun. Oh, I love them, Miriam. They got kind of an afro hair, kind of like just wild hair. We call it like dandelion hair. My nephew had hair like that when he was little. It was so white and so fine that, you know, when dandelions go to seeds and you blow on them, that's what that hair reminds me of. You just want to go and watch it blow away. Those birds are awesome. Yeah, comic strip birds. Comic strip birds. Okay, so eyeballs. I think these eyeballs are way big. Oh, but look. With that little wee beak. What do you think? Huge eyeballs like that? Almost looks like a bug then, doesn't it? Bug-eyed bird. These ones. Keep dropping them in the wet paint. Well, kind of like those. You're going to dream with them? Awesome. Sunglasses? I don't know if I want to put sunglasses on my birds. You know, these ones, I don't think I'm going to add any human, like, no necklaces, no anklets, no flowers in their hair. This way, Beth? Or this way? Bye, Anita. Take care, hon. I'll love to see your birds when you do some. Like this. Miss Beth. Like so. That way. All right. That way. Ooh. So they're kind of tilted up. See? Even the shapes of the eyes dictate how the birds are, you know? So Belinda wanted the other bird to be looking up and to the right. I'm going to do that with this one. I'm going to do much smaller eyeballs. Much smaller. Like this. Like that. I'll get that little dab of white. He's a cute little bird. Of course you can. You can post your drawing anywhere you like. You can post it wherever you like. So I need a really dark green, I'm thinking, for the shading on this. All these dark pencils look the same. Blue, green, purple. I have this green. It's just called green. Oh, don't worry about it. I kind of copied them from somebody else. I've seen them all over the place, so I thought, hey, I could do those and I could have fun. You need to learn how to shade? Yeah, you can post. You know what? Just because you do it your way, it's not mine. It's yours. Oh, Teresa's going for a nap. Sweet dreams. Okay. Oh no, oh no, yeah, definitely have a rest, Teresa. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that we got some darkness under the wings here. Under the eyes. That beak is still very, very wet. Very, very wet. Some of that yellow is very wet too. Yeah, some of the shading I'm going to have to come back and touch up because the paint's still wet. So basically, Dorothea, when I'm doing this, I shade underneath where the wings are. So in an arc down here. Where's that thing I was doing for Anne? Got glue on this paper. Everything's sticking to it. Okay, so I'm going to show you where I shade with this pencil. I would go like this and like this for underneath the wings, and I would do it pretty heavy and dark so that you can see that it's in a shadow. Okay, does that make sense? And then I would do a dark on the very outside, and I know that that would be in light, but it gives it that little bit of depth. So then what you're going to do is you're going to come in with a white and you're going to do a line just on the inside of the wings so that it's got the light shining on it per se. So then you would do dark all underneath the beak, underneath the eyes, and at the very, very center of the hair, you would do like a shadow where the hair would all be clumping together. And then, of course, a little bit between the legs at the bottom of the tail. Does that make sense? You see where the green is? So it's up here at the base of the head feathers, underneath the eyes, underneath the beak, under the wings, the very base of the tail because it's hidden behind and it's dark. And then just to make sure that you get the definition outline of the wings. All right. Perfect. And you know, you just kind of blend it. Right? You just do little short scribblies. And the center of the head. Because they're all kind of gathered in a bunch. And yeah, once you put the eyebrows on, you're going to lose that, but it's okay. So now I'm going to go around the eyeballs with that green for the shading. I always use the color around the eyeballs that I shaded with. Just seems to make sense to me. All right. So now I'm going to take the black gel pen. Black gel pen. Black. Nice. There we go. So we're going to outline the legs, the toes. I didn't shade the legs. Well, I'm going to have to come back and do that. Outline the bottom of the wings. Outside the wings. Do those ziggy-zaggy marks for the wings. Bottom of the tail and the body there. And then do these wings. Make sure you get some little bits of tufting at the top of the legs so it blends in, so they're not just hanging there, right? Oh, that's okay. Oh, thanks. Now we're going to outline the beak. It's just a wee little beak. And it's still very wet. Outline the eyeballs. I just like to make sure that I'm not leaving anybody hanging going, well, how is that happening and mine doesn't look like that? First of all, you're doing it. I'm doing it my way. You're going to do it your way. They're not going to be the same, which is fine. That's art, right? Fuzzy hair. Love us some fuzzy hair. Fuzzy hair is fun. Wild and woolly is the best. Wild and woolly is the best. Okay, so I've got the black on. Let's give them some eyebrows. Liner brush. Oh, thanks, Belinda. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay. Big black bushy eyebrows. Because they make it fun. So I think these ones, I kind of want to do like a mustache. So it's going like this. Like, I'll show you. It's going to go around the eyeball and swoosh out like that. Around the eye. Almost like cow horns or something, guys. See? Do you see them? That shape. Now I'm just going to go on the top of it and just pull up just little bits so it looks hairy. I haven't put the nostrils on his eyeballs yet or on his beak yet because the paint was so wet. I needed to wait just a bit. That's coming right away as soon as I finished fuzzing these eyebrows. I don't know if birds actually have eyebrows or not. He's got nostrils, he's got eyebrows, he's got wings. Again, I'm just going to take some black paint and define underneath the wings. I like them. Gotta let that black paint dry, and I will add the white gel pen. So while we're waiting for that to happen, let's take the dark orange and do a little bit of shading on the toes, and the legs. And then we're going to take the yellow, and we're going to add just a bit of yellow, because the yellow will make it the high point of it. So again, it's the shading, and it's giving it that little bit of depth. So here, on the feathers even, if you take that yellow pencil, and you just do some lines like this on those wings, they're going to look like they're got high spots on it. Does that make sense? We could do the same thing with his top knot. We could just add a little bit of yellow into his hair and it makes it look kind of more flyaway and wild. Whoop, focus. There we go. Do you see that, guys? Okay, Joni, take care, hon. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. It looks like a frazzled owl. Yeah, he's definitely frazzled something. Definitely a frazzled something. But like I was saying, I do these cat page tabs. Let me see if I can just find a journal with them in. This one. So I do these little cats, and they stick up above the page. So what I do is I cut out 2 of the heads and paws, and just glue the heads together, and then, like you would any other page tab, split the paws and glue them on both sides. So the head's sticking up and above. Does that make sense, Dorothea? So I think these little birds would be absolutely adorable sticking up above a page. Mind you, then you would only have to do the top part of the head. The body wouldn't matter, but I think that those would be absolutely priceless. What do you guys think? Lock their heads off. To heck with bodies. Nobody needs a body. Thanks, Belinda. Yeah, I'm low on those as well. I gotta stock up on those. So I'm just doing little squiggly lines on these here eyebrows because, oh, they're fun. Oh, he's fun. Look at him with those little squiggly eyebrows. Oh, hidden paper clips. They would be lovely hidden paper clips, wouldn't they? You know, you could do anything with them, guys. Anything. Peeking out of a pocket in a journal, you know. That could work. Definitely could work. All right, one more, and I'm going to call it a day. Oh, yeah, it's been 2.5 hours now. One more. Hey, let's do a blue and green one. I don't think I've got a blue and green one. No, I don't have a blue. I've got a blue and purple. Reddish thing. Blue and this again, it's like purple. Let's do blue and green. Yes. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, hon. We're doing the frazzle birds. So I've got the yellow and green, and I'm going to dip it in the blues. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. It's kind of a blue-green. It's a mixture of everything. Just wild. Kind of a blue-green. Focus. There. I need a pink one. Well, I do. I need rainbow birds is what I need. Rainbow birds, definitely. And now frazzly body. Blue's getting a little bit dry. Just want to close up this hole in the middle a little bit. That's more blue-green than green and yellow, I think. They are addictive. I need the neon orange one. Yeah, I do. I just won't be able to scan them in. They'll just have to be originals. Just have to be originals. All right. We could do like just little short legs. Little short legs. And big feet. Let's do big feet. Big feet, guys. Oh no. You have to prove you're a citizen. My word. I'm glad you guys find them addictive. Okay. Everything's gone missing. Oh my word. Oh, Anna, I'm sorry. How frustrating. How frustrating. Okay, let's do a big pointy beak. See, this is the other reason that cutting out the beaks might be a better idea, because orange is one of those translucent colors that doesn't really cover other colors well. You need a few coats. You can definitely see the green behind this. Might have to come back and give it one more coat. Or I can just leave it muddy. So we've got a long, skinny beak and big feet. I don't know, Anne. I had something in one of my dresser drawers and I looked for it and it too is missing. And it's like, well, where the heck did that go? You know? Round eyeballs. Smaller round eyeballs. No, those are the same size. Got these big ones. Got these ones. And lots of wet paint that I'm sticking stuff in. Oh, you know, he kind of looks cute like that. I think that's what he's going to have. I know. Beakerfoot. Yeah. So yeah, keep sharing your birds. They're just so much fun. You know, they're just so much fun. And seriously, you can paint the eyes on. Whatever you've got, you use what you have. I just happen to have stuff, right? Kim always has stuff. Okay, now this guy, what if he's looking like right down at the bottom? Right down at the bottom, like right down here. Oh, it's kind of like, did I actually drop that? Yes, yes, yes. Cute. He's a cute bird. Okay, waiting for paint to dry. But you can see how okay, enjoy speaking with your daughter. Thanks for coming, Belinda. Big hugs. Big hugs. But you can see how if you were doing a mass make of these, you would do all the bodies and then just add beaks and things. It takes more time doing it individually like this because I would paint 6 bodies and by that time I could go back, everything would be dry, right? So I would do it like a production line. And they all make you smile, so it doesn't matter. Does not matter. And I guess, too, it would depend on how many of these little guys you actually want. Now draw a puddle under him because it looks like he's saying oops. Well, if I was using them, I don't know. I don't know because like I said, I'm going to be scanning these guys in and putting them up on Etsy. So I'm not going to puddle them. So I'm waiting for paint to dry, so I'm adding all this other stuff. Okay. Can't do shadowing yet because the paint is not dry yet. I can do the shading on the foot. Bright orange. Get the yellow. I want some yellow here on the beak. Yeah, that paint is still wet and it's not taking the pencil crayon. And smearing paint. Okay, we have to stop playing like that. Need a nice, like a navy blue, I think would work good for the shading. Got a navy blue. Oh yeah, works wonderfully for the shading. Yeah, they could be alcoholic, could. Yeah, you certainly can. Certainly can sell them. And don't forget to give the big shadow at the top of the head. I think this one needs to be just a little bit darker. All right. Oh, really? Hmm. Okay, so now we're going to get that gel pen back out. Outline the wings. And then the body. And the other wing. Yeah, these guys, I love them. I love them so much. I've got a thing for crazy looking birds, though. I admit it. Oh, I forgot to ask Anina how her job went. Rats. Anina got a new job, so. Now I just need to go around the eyeballs. A little bit more highlight. What did I use? I used navy blue, right? Around the eyeballs. Now see, if you put a little Santa hat on them, they'd be wonderful, like little Christmas tags. You could put a saying blurb over him, something that goes with his demeanor. Eyebrows. How are your eyebrows going to go, sir? Ma'am? Oh, thanks. Thanks, Dorothea. I have so much stuff that people have asked me to scan and put up, and I'll get to it. I will get to all my little buildings and things, and yeah, he's just got kind of normal eyebrows, this guy. And if you use just little strokes like I'm doing, then it's not a smooth line. You want it to be just a little bit fuzzy, right? You don't want it to be pristine, if that makes sense. I think that's good for the black. And again, you know, you can take a yellow pencil, although I wanted this bird to be blue and green. How about a nice bright green? I've got a nice bright green. And just, you can just do a little bit of additional highlight. Just adds that little bit, guys. Just adds that little bit. Right? So you could come back with white. You can come back with yellow. You can come back with a darker blue. Yeah. Santa's elves on the 26th? Definitely. Okay, so I just need to do the white squiggles and the eyebrows. And I think this little guy's done too. All right. Well, thank you guys, everybody, for coming and playing and watching, and everybody in the balcony, and anybody who watches replay. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sharing your works on Meet Your Creativity. I love to see what I've inspired you guys to try and watch you love them as much as I do. So I'm going to call it a day. It's been 2 hours and 41 minutes. So I appreciate you guys so much, so much. And I will see you on Friday. Thanks very much. Take care, everybody. And please post them. Post them birds. All right. Hugs, guys. Bye now.